Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Today, we're going to be checking back in with the viral grocery haul mom who bought her son 32 pizzas, and the internet had a lot of negative things to say. As you've noticed, I am in a sling currently because I recently had surgery. That's why I'm live streaming right now. That's one of the reasons, so I don't have to edit. This is actually my dominant hand and the hand that's responsible for most of the editing. So that's why we're doing this live. How is everybody doing? It's good to see you all. So I had, may as well talk about this surgery that I had. I had an attempted rotator cuff arthroscopic repair. That didn't actually go well because it's a very old injury. And then we went ahead and repaired the torn biceps tendon. This is all a very old injury from a long time ago. That was improperly diagnosed, so it wasn't taken care of, and that's why it wasn't able to be repaired now, all these years later. So hopefully everybody is doing well. The viral grocery haul mom is back, and people have once again a lot of crazy things to say in the comments. So we're going to be taking a look at her latest viral grocery haul, as well as many of the comments below the video. And if there's time, we're going to be taking a look at another grocery haul that a lot of people have comments about. So that's why you didn't see me on Twitch on Saturday, and that's also why I didn't upload on my second channel on Sunday. I'm recovering from this surgery, trying to. So, did they give me good drugs for my recovery? Well, they gave me your typical painkillers. I'm not actually on any right now at all. I had the surgery on Thursday, and it is now Tuesday, and I honestly don't really feel much pain from this already, so I don't know what's up with that. Also, those pain pills, man, I don't know why so many people are messed up on these things. Honestly, it's whatever, dude. It's whatever. It's like it dulls the pain, but other than that, yeah, no, it's not blowing my mind, not at all. But I'm guessing when people take these to feel some kind of way, they're taking a lot more. Either way, why is this stream going that way? We don't need to talk about people on various types of pain meds. I will tell you that they helped the pain. Beyond that, whatever. It does suck trying to live my life with my non-dominant hand. I'm going to be posting all my trials and tribulations on Instagram, so be sure to follow me over there. Brushing my teeth with one hand, trying to open a jar, trying to do various other things around the house are hilarious when your non-dominant hand isn't working. So be sure to follow me on Instagram to laugh at all my struggles. It'll be great. All right, here we are, back with the viral grocery haul mom that previously bought 32 pizzas for her son. I always thought that was completely insane. That boy needs 33 pizzas. Oh yeah, how is the audio level on that background music? I guess we'll have to wait until they start talking, so we'll see how they compare. A lot of weed whacking in this video.
Alright, so we are heading to town. We're going to go to Cynical.
How are the audio levels? Is the background music too loud? What do you guys think? Cynical has a withered hand. Semi-withered, Piper. Cindy says, when are you going to address your thirst traps on Instagram? I don't know. I didn't know that I needed to address those. I posted a couple thirst traps on Instagram. I mean, if you're interested in such a thing, you can go look at those. I mean, it's up to you. It's really up to you. So I'm reading the chat a little bit here before we continue on with this video, because that's always fun. My hand isn't really, it's not withered. Let's see, let's go back to this. Let's take a look at my arm. Here's my hand, my little hand right here, my small hand. Actually, it's my big hand, because it's kind of swollen. It's still fairly swollen, but it seems to be coming along pretty well. I seem to be healing pretty well. My arm is fairly discolored right here, but beyond that, I'm kind of shocked that I just had this surgery on Thursday, and I'm already 1,000%. I'm already even better than I was before. Step aside, everybody. Okay, very good. All right, Azzy Soleil says, can I get a hi? Hi. Love your mustache. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate mustache appreciation. We always appreciate that here on the channel. Can you still punch punchy? Well, I mean, I can. This is my non-dominant hand, so I can basically just administer backhands with it. You know what I mean? And punchy requires a good, solid, straight punch to really activate him. You know what I mean? To activate all of his fibers and whatnot. So, I don't know. Honestly, it just pisses him off if you backhand him. He's like, is that all you got? Oh, you just saw me do the voice. Uh-oh. Dang it. All right, let's continue with this. Let's see what's going on.
Piggly Wiggly 2. We're trying to squeeze all that in today. So.
Piggly Wiggly. I always love that name for a grocery store. So, what are you guys trying to say to me as a customer when I shop at the Piggly Wiggly? How dare you?
We dropped my kids off with my dad. He met us at Walmart in the parking lot. So, in case y'all wonder, we didn't just leave them. They're with my dad. So, we're going to go into Walmart. It's just much easier to go shopping without kids.
Well, I didn't assume that you sold the children for Walmart grocery money. That would have been weird if I had assumed that. Alright, what do we got so far? So far, we've got pre-made Walmart sandwiches. We got the Poor People Nutri-Grain bars. That's a great value version of that. I'm not hating on that at all. Not at all. I get the poor people version of everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're like, Frosted Flakes. How about Frosted Fakes? Oh, sorry. Do. Shh. I don't have enough arms to do that right. Mountain Dew? What are you, rich? I get Dr. Lightning Thunder. Or whatever the hell it is. I'm just screwing around. Hold on. Whoa. I see that we have not stopped our weekly 12-pound cheese habit. We're calling that a habit at this point. And also, by the way, hold on. Let me just confirm a couple things here. The purpose of this stream and this video is not to make fun of this person at all. We all have, our own ideas of what healthy eating is. I am an unbiased third party that is just observing this situation, and then we're going to go into the comments and see what the people think about this. I might occasionally crack bad jokes. They don't always land. I'm sorry for that. I'm really sorry for that. I'm not that sorry for that. Oh my God. Okay, so that's like 5 giant old French fry bags right there. Hold on, let me go back and count that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6. I don't know, something like that. That was like the size of a couple babies. All those French fried taters. And then we got, hold on now, we got the non-fat milk. I can tell because that's the blue lid. Okay. That's like when somebody goes and like buys just a bunch of crazy food, or they go to like a fast food joint and get all this I'm not going to say crazy, but they get a lot of like wild food. They get like 10 value meals and stuff, and then they get a Diet Coke. You know what I mean? That always strikes me as interesting. All right, here we go. We got a little bit of produce in there. I saw a couple cucumbers and a head of lettuce, perhaps. Yes. Various over-the-counter meds. By the way, even just controlling this live stream is a huge pain in my ass. I want you guys to know that. This is like, doing anything with my left hand is just an enormous pain in my ass. And I want you to know the level of dedication. By the way, I see that somebody just gave me 20 bucks. Thank you so much for that. Let's see, how do I figure out who did that? Oh, it says, hey, Cynical. Hope that your recovery goes well. If you need something to do to pass the time, I hear Tess Holiday has a new book out. Love your content. Free Punchy. All right, thank you very much, Steve. I really appreciate that. I really do. And Punchy, there's no helping him. We can't free him. I'm sorry. Sorry for that. And Tess Holiday's book. I've seen bits and pieces. Okay. And I don't know if there's really any substance in there. I believe it's more, her book is an opinion piece that just spirals into full photo spreads of Tess Holiday. Like it starts off like, I don't know. Don't get me to start spiraling talking about that. All right. Let's get me to focus, man. Cause don't get me started on that. Let's not see an old man start ranting about shit. Let's just calm down. All right, so let's interact with the chat a little bit here. I should totes read it. Well, I mean, I will read it eventually. And I will write a very thought-out retort to it. I can assure you of that. Yes, the fact that that book is aimed at children is a little alarming. I believe I recall a statistic that said something like 80% of your weight is genetic or something. And then at one point in the book, she went into if your ancestors had survived a famine, that you would be genetically predisposed to this, that, and the other thing. So there were a lot of hot takes in there, man. Too many hot takes. All right. Let's get back into this. We're going to watch this, and then we're going to dive into the comments, because it's really the comments where all the interesting things are happening. Here we're just seeing somebody grocery shopping. You know, perhaps some people think that there's a lot of processed food. There's not a whole lot of fruit and veg in there, you know. We'll see what people think in a minute. Let's see. Q-tips? What the hell? What are you doing? No, I'm just kidding. I should be outraged at all the things that are not outrageous. You got Q-tips? You got some aspirin? What the hell? What are you guys doing over there?
We just finished Walmart and I'm already wore out. So, and I feel like this is getting super long, so y'all are going to have to come back for part 2.
Okay, so we saw their Walmart haul right there. It was whatever. There weren't 32 pizzas, so it's really not blowing my mind, honestly. Unfortunately. Alright, so Henrik148 says, pretty sure the kids aren't supposed to have trouble walking the stairs at that age. Yeah, I didn't start having trouble traversing the stairs until I was 14. Do-do-do. Shh. Damn it, I can't do that right with one arm. I'm sorry, that was That was not funny. It was kind of funny. All right, so anyway. Yeah, if kids have mobility issues, I don't know, let's go back to the beginning and see if we can observe what that person is referring to. Are we seeing that here? I don't really want to single out the kids too much. Nah, I'm not going to look at that too much. I don't want to focus on that too much. So, kid knocks over broom, second kid steps over it, grandma picks it up. Food isn't the only problem here. Okay, so yeah, everybody's putting off all the work for grandma in the house. How dare all of you? You guys should have picked up that broom. Making old people do stuff. Not that she's old. That wasn't an attack on anybody. Let's see. I'm less worried about the food as I am the kids needing to take devices with them. Yeah, that's a little alarming if you can't be peeled away from your tablet for half a second. Yeah, that indicates there might be an issue there. We need to detox those kids from those tablets. They might start going into withdrawals, you know? The second, like, actual sunlight touches little Timmy's skin, he's like, starts reacting like a vampire. That's when you know you have a problem. American grocery hauls are like watching a horror film. Y'all okay over there? No actual food is ever purchased. No, we're not okay. God damn it, can't you see? Can't you see? America explained in one video. Okay. Grocery shopping shouldn't make you tired. Maybe you're just not putting enough of your heart and soul into it. Burning Trees 91. You know, maybe you're just lazy at the grocery store. I get in there, dude. I get my hands dirty when I go grocery shopping. I shop all hard, bro. So I don't know what you're even on about. By the time I get out of the grocery store, I am dripping sweat. I'm all bruised and stuff. Sometimes I even got a couple groceries during the thing. Sorry for that. Not a single fruit or vegetable. Well, you didn't see the 2 cucumbers and lettuce. I saw it. That's a weird... If that's all there was for veg, maybe there was more, I didn't see it. Then that's strange. We're like, what are we having? What kind of veg are we having with dinner tonight? Lettuce and a cucumber. What the hell are you going to do with that? I'm just being dumb. Who knows? That could have been cabbage. I don't know what the hell's going on. I'm not trying to judge this person too hard or anything like that. I'm just making dumb jokes and reacting to viral content. Somebody says, laughing at the milk being low fat. I notice these type of things as well. I noticed that. This person says, are you just eating spoonfuls of sugar? I've never seen someone buy sugar weekly. I'll tell you what it is. I saw some Lipton tea in there. I saw Lipton tea. And prior to that, in another grocery haul, I believe she was getting Kool-Aid powder. So when you see people like buying various drink mixes and then also a giant ass bag of sugar, it's probably for that, you know, the Lipton tea mix is like, add 4 cups of sugar. And then you're like, what? Are you sure? I'm over there arguing with the freaking suggestions or the ingredient, whatever the hell, the preparation instructions for the stupid tea. It's all like, add this much. And I'm like, I don't know. I don't know if we should do that. And then my family is concerned. They're like, Dad, are you in there talking to the tea again? Like, I don't know. So, yeah. Let's steer clear of those type of drink mixes. What do you mean drink mix? So just add sugar? Why do I have to do work with this dumb drink that I bought? How about you just be a ready-to-drink drink? You're making me do all the work, and you're also adding like a pound of sugar to my diet per week. Jesus. All right, so let's see. This person says, I'm too European for this. Okay. All right. This grocery trip boggles the European mind, they could not comprehend that. This is how I grew up. Now I never buy any of these things. Eating like this my entire childhood affected my adult life so much. This isn't normal. What's normal is whole foods. Everything you bought isn't even real food. Break the cycle. Alright, yeah, I saw a lot of pre-made processed food as well. Melissa Miranda says, that Mountain Dew doesn't need a bag. And she's very, very passionate about that. Damn. Melissa Miranda hates to see bags go to waste. Or she hates to see Mountain Dew put in a bag. I don't know. She's got, like, her own struggle that I'm not familiar with. Very passionate. I love it when people are just randomly passionate about one weird little random thing that means nothing to anybody else. So, do you run a fries and cheese joint or something? The whole grocery trip was just cheese and fries. Did she get oil for those fries? I didn't see the oil. Let's see. I am impressed that not a single fresh vegetable, fruit, or unprocessed meat product was purchased. Okay, well, you must have not seen the lettuce and the 2 cucumbers, my friend. Y'all need to backtrack, okay? Just settle down. You're getting a little nutty. Okay, let's look at the comments a little bit here for a minute. What's weird is that my friends and I grew up drinking Kool-Aid, but we weren't fat. Maybe it's because we ate real food otherwise. I don't know. I also grew up drinking Kool-Aid and various other cheaper versions of Kool-Aid, such as Flavor Aid. Honestly, though, when I was younger, I did have a weight problem for a minute. But I was eating a lot of processed shenanigans when I was around the age of like 11 and 12. So I actually did go through various points of being fairly large. It wasn't all the Kool-Aid, though. Don't sue me, Kool-Aid. I said it wasn't all that. I was eating a lot of wacky stuff. Dude, I used to eat these frickin'... Oh, man, these chimichangas. Oh, my God, they were the best. Oh, my God. Just thinking about them now, I could still go for several. I think they were called Primera or Primero, whatever the heck. I don't know. That was the best brand of chimichangas back in the day, man. Oh, my gosh. El Monterey tried to make chimichangas later, and they just couldn't get it right. Don't sue me, El Monterey. This is my personal opinion on the flavor of frozen burritos, okay? Let's see. This person says, as parents, we need to teach our children how to prepare healthy foods because their health is important too. Think about their future, not what is convenient for you. Okay. No fruits and vegetables? Processed, processed, processed. Okay, here's another person that's caught up on the plastic bags. The plastic bags with one item, the size of the food, nothing fresh. This is all unreal to see as an Australian. Okay. Well, I mean, I also agree that we shouldn't use a whole plastic bag for one item. I think landfills are probably largely filled up with plastic bags. So we should be more mindful of that. I agree. I agree with you, Saf. This background music is dope. The reason you never see me dancing to the background music when I upload videos is because I can't hear it. Now that I can actually hear it in the background. Alright, now let's hop on to this other random grocery haul that a lot of people had things to say about. Yeah. Go.
Who's ready for a super giant Walmart haul? Let me begin this in case this ends up on some people's For You page that don't know. We are a family of 7. I do a once a month giant grocery haul, so I don't have to go to the store every week and get groceries, although I do get, stuff we run out of. every week, but I mainly do one big haul a week. Like I said, we're a family of 7. All these kids are in the way right now, so we're gonna try to work through it because they're excited to have all these groceries. So anyway, let's just jump right into it. 224 cases of Mountain Lightning and 224.
That's the less pretentious Mountain Dew right there. If you're buying Mountain Dew, who the hell do you think you are? We grew up on Mountain Lightning.
4 cases of Dr. Thunder. I got 2 cases
That
of cherry
Oh No
limeade
song is
sparkling
playing in
water,
the background.
2 cases of mandarin orange, 2 cases.
How does that always come up? How does this song always come up? Anytime I'm doing a live stream.
Of peach and 1 case of strawberry, all sparkling water. Not gonna pick those all up and show you, and they're all stacked up anyway. Then we're having a barbecue this week, so I grabbed some Capri Suns. I normally, what I get my kids is these Kool-Aid jammers, so I got some of those. But I also got some Capri Suns since these are all natural ingredients because I have a friend that doesn't do dyes, so.
You have a friend that doesn't do dyes, so you bought Capri Suns. Okay.
I don't think there's any dyes in those Capri Suns. I could be wrong, but I'm trying to accommodate everybody. I got 2 12-packs of chicken ramen.
I love how that's our go-to, like when somebody is trying to eat or drink healthier or whatever, like they're not into dyes and all this other wacky stuff in the food. So I got them some Capri Suns. Like water never crossed anybody's mind or anything like that.
I got 4 of these 8-packs.
This blows my mind right here. The fact that now we have macaroni and cheese that comes basically pre-made in a cup, like a cup of noodles, and I guess you just add water to it. That's diabolical to me. I don't know why. And it on the box it shows you eating it with like a plastic spoon. Like, I don't know, I don't know, man. Your whole life is disposable at this point. The cup that you're eating out of, the spoon, your aspirations, hopes, and dreams, it's all disposable at this point. And I'm not saying that to this person. I'm speaking about this stupid macaroni and cheese noodle cup. Whatever.
Shells and cheese.
That's like when I spoke recently about if you're wearing Crocs out in public, you've basically given up. A lot of people were angry at that. You know that? A lot of people were like, well, I mean, sometimes you want to wear Crocs out in public. That's the thing. Like when you make jokes, there's always going to be somebody that identifies with it. And that's when they stop laughing. When the laughs stopped. Like when you said the thing that kind of reminded me of the thing that I did that one time. Now all of a sudden, this is not funny anymore.
I didn't make a big box of this bold mix, so I got 2 small.
Don't worry, I'm not judging you if you're currently at Croc bottom. Do-do-do. Shh. I stole that joke from the comments. I didn't actually come up with that.
Boxes, and also you will not see any produce or anything like that in this haul because I do go into the store and get those myself.
Okay, so
weekly as we need them.
Just to clarify, she goes and gets produce separately from all of this stuff. So this is not all the food that she buys. Also, she's having a barbecue soon. There are also some fairly negative comments underneath this video. That's why we're watching it, to mostly check out those comments underneath. I'm mostly blown away by the fact that mac and cheese comes in a cup now. How dare all of you? Like, we've gotten to the point where it's difficult to dump the noodles out of the box into a pot of water. Somehow we think it's easier to boil water and pour it into the cup. I think this is a trick. I think this is tricking people into thinking it's more convenient, but it's not. It's not at all.
A fiery mix.
Although, you could just pour water in the top and throw it in the microwave. I'm guessing that that's what everybody's doing.
A flavor mix, a classic mix, and we got 2 family fun packs. One is going to be for the barbecue this week. I got the kids 2 big bags of mini bags of Takis. My back is already hurting.
Your back is hurting from carrying all those chips. Oh my gosh.
3 boxes of vanilla wafers for the baby. Well, all the kids eat these.
Dude, keep those vanilla wafers away from me. They're deceptively simple, right? You're like, oh, it's just a simple vanilla wafer. Next thing you know, you've eaten the whole bag and you're crying. Like, I don't want to go down that route again. All right, let's take a look at some of the comments for a moment. Now, here we go. Crocs are good work shoes. I'm 50 and I have bad feet. I know I look silly, but I believe in function over fashion. I don't understand how a Croc would be better as a work shoe, better than any other shoe. Any other shoe, you would be wearing a sock and it would be strapped tightly to your foot, so it would stay on your foot better, and it would also have a proper bottom made of rubber, hopefully that's far grippier than that foam crap the Crocs are made out of, you know what I mean? Like, my shoes are like held on with laces that are strapped firmly in place, not with some flimsy little strap that kind of straddles my Achilles heel. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I sound really negative. I'm not trying to go on some crazy tirade about Crocs, man. Let's see. Someone is talking mess about Kraft mac and cheese. I'm partial to Annie's mac and cheese, personally. And I always add extra real cheese to my mac and cheese. That's something that you may not know about me. That's a fun little fact. I never make mac and cheese with just the stupid powder or whatever dumb nonsense that comes with it. Yeah, I use that. And I put the milk and I put the butter, but I also add in my own cheese, whether it be cheddar or just cream cheese, to kick it up several notches. Annie's is the jam, dude. Annie's makes a lot of good products. Although, that's not my official endorsement until I receive some kind of check. Okay, so, let's see, what were we doing? Oh yeah, we're talking about this. Oh yeah, we were talking about how addicted to vanilla wafers I am. Oh my god. No, let's continue.
I got 4 cans of sliced carrots, 4 boxes of peanut butter wafer bars, 4 boxes of fruit pectin for my...
You know what's weird? Some stuff isn't even good, but you'll just instinctively keep eating it. Like these peanut butter chocolate wafer thingies that it doesn't even taste good. You know that?
4
like
boxes.
These. Some of you may like these, but some of you probably fall into the category that I do, where like you take a bite and you're like, it's whatever, but then you just keep eating it. Like that's these, dude. Like these, you're like, I don't even like this. It kind of tastes weird. Kind of doesn't even taste like chocolate at all. However, I just ate 5 of them. Like, why? I don't know. That's why I don't keep those in the house either. There are various foods that are like that. Like, it's not even that good, but you just keep eating it because I don't know why.
4 boxes of fruit pectin for my jam, and
maybe like I just ate those in times when I wanted some sweets and there was nothing better around, and I was in struggle mode, and I was like, oh, I guess I'll eat this.
And I got like, there's one of these in like every bag, I think. So I got like a bunch of different, like this is spaghetti rings and meatballs.
Right, that's Chef Boyardee, who I'm really curious to know what type of tomato Chef Boyardee was inspired by to make that particular sauce. What kind of tomato does that come from?
ABCs and 1, 2, 3s and like mini raviolis. So just a crap ton of these. Vienna sausages.
Oh, those are those little Vienna sausages that come in a can, and they're so like waterlogged with whatever juice they come in that you don't even have to have teeth to eat them. You guys know what the hell I'm talking about. We've all eaten these things before. We've all bought them at like a random gas station or wherever the hell. And then like you literally don't even need teeth. You could just squish the hot dog like this and it would just smush right between your fingers.
A big thing of mild salsa.
And that's another one of those things that's not good, but you just keep going. You just keep eating it. I've gone through a couple cans of those before in the past. I hate to admit that.
I got 4 boxes of honey buns. I got a few different flavors of the mashed potatoes, roasted garlic, sour cream and chives, and then I got some Spanish rice, 4 boxes of Swiss rolls, 2 packs of Oreos. I also got some stuff for family and friends, like little things that they needed, because when I do big orders like this, I always ask if anybody needs anything. So there's some stuff that I won't show you.
It's hard to tell what exactly is part of her grocery haul, because like she said here, some of this is for her family and friends. She's also having a barbecue.
That it's for other people. Sour cream, some Alfredo sauce, can of veg-all.
Can of veg-all. I believe that's just mixed veg. It just has like a funny name.
Some Alfredo sauce, can of veg-all.
We don't eat vegetables in this house. We eat veg-all. TM.
I got 4 things of chocolate syrup, grape bunches and meatballs.
All right, let's scroll down to the comments a little bit. I watched this to see if there was any fresh meat or vegetables. There was a lot of sweets, processed food, and sodas. Can't see how it will last all month. It's like, let's shop and get all our wish items, not actual food. Shaking my head. Okay, well, she did actually say that she gets her produce during a different shopping trip, so that is something that needs to be considered. Like Sydney says, everyone asking where the fruits and vegetables are, but she literally said why in the video. Y'all attacking this girl and asking questions she already answered in this video. Did nobody listen? So there are a lack of fruit and veg because she gets those in a different shopping trip. However, there's still basically a lot of processed food, frozen, pre-made stuff within this particular shopping trip. This person says, girl, dyes in everything. Unnecessary sugar in everything. I understand fed is best, but that's lazy and irresponsible. Fed is best? What does that mean? Oh, that must be playing off of this comment. I see fed children here. Good job, mama. Okay, that's an interesting take. As long as kids are eating, some kind of something goes into your mouth, then good job. Well, some food is not actually very healthy for us. And kids should probably be taught how to cook actual regular food and get used to eating it. So we set them up for success in the future, because kids can only go off of your example. If you teach them nothing but eating processed pre-made food that just easily goes into a microwave or oven, then that's all they'll know moving forward into their adult lives. And then somewhere down the line, they're going to have to try to figure out what a proper diet is and implement that themselves once they're already going down the wrong path. You know, you're just making it harder for them later on. So I say we should probably try to teach our kids healthy eating and how to cook from the time that they are young. It's healthier for them, and you're also setting them up with good habits for the future. So many people like, girl, where is the fruit and veggies and meat? Okay, so even though she got the produce in another haul, there was a lot of processed stuff, and I didn't see any meat in particular, although we didn't finish. We can keep going. Let's keep going.
These are some raspberry lemonade mixes. These are her favorite. More lemonade mix, tea bags, 2 cans of my espresso, some American cheese.
If we have those tea bags, then does that also mean that we're going through a 10-pound bag of sugar every week?
Some cookie dough, some sweet.
Oh man, that Nestle cookie dough. I used to buy that by the tube. I would just eat the crap out of it. There was nothing like a freshly baked Toll House cookie. Am I right? This is not an ad for that. Not yet. Hit me up.
Sour chicken, Captain Crunch, Cinnamon Toast Crunch, whole milk for the baby, 2 half-gallons of lactose-free milk for my lactose-free girly.
What's in lactose-free milk? Does anybody know? Isn't milk all lactose? What is in lactose-free milk? It's just like, I don't want to say anything gross. It's just sweat. I'm sorry. Dang it. I said things that were gross. Let's see what the chat says. Yeah, we wouldn't be watching the produce haul. That's right. Although, like I said, I'm not here to, like, try to dunk on this person at all. I'm just observing somebody's grocery haul and how the internet responded. Because as you can see, a lot of people are like, what the heck are you doing? Although a lot of those people clearly didn't even listen. She said in the beginning that she didn't get the produce or whatever. So a lot of people really aren't paying attention before they go and leave a comment. See, Risa says, I think it's just filtering out the lactose enzymes. Alright, alright. What do you guys think of this music? Getting funky. You know, I've seen other people's live streams where they basically just sit there. So I can get away with a couple minutes of just hanging out a little bit, right? I was entertaining enough for the first half of this thing. Now we're just going to sit here. A la Amberlyn Reed. No, I'm just kidding. Amberlyn's mating call says, hi, Cynical Dude. Hi. It's good to see you, my friend. It's good to see all of you. All right, let's see. Shall we continue? After the lactose-free milk,
Some egg noodles.
Whole egg noodles. All right.
Some more creamy chicken rice. 4 boxes of half-length angel hair pasta. Some medium salsa.
All right, here we go. So, ragu. This takes me back to my childhood. There was a debate between, or rather a feud, I would say, between ragu and prego for which was the better sauce. Now, I'm a prego man myself, and I stand by that to this day. Ragu, get the hell out. I always found that sauce to be more watery. What do you guys think? Has this feud gone too far? And also, does that just prove how good our lives were back then? That's what our main focus was. Maybe that was just my main focus. I'm sure there were other things going on in the world. Nah, not really. There weren't, actually. Back in my day, our biggest concern was ragu versus prego. You guys should have been there.
Bars of pasta sauce. 2 boxes of crispy honey chicken.
What do you guys think? Prego or ragu? Both suck, says Kiwi Cantaloupe. How dare you? Classico sauce. Okay. As I got older, I stopped eating all those. And Classico was closer to what I would go to. These days, if I were to buy a sauce, I don't know what I would buy. It wouldn't be either one of those. All right, Streetwork says, talking to your mic. Sheesh! All right, man. Let's just calm down a little bit, okay? The R40 tastes like Tylenol. The R40. Back then, Prego. But now, Rouse. Okay. Let us continue.
Vanilla ice cream. We got a stuffed crust, chicken bacon ranch, stuffed crust supreme, and stuffed crust 3-meat pizza.
Okay, got ourselves some frozen pies. I am not a huge fan of frozen pizza at all. If we're gonna put the thing in the oven and do all that type of work, why don't we go to Papa Murphy's? Take and bake pizza. I love Papa Murphy's, man. That's my jam. Their thin crust pizzas are the jam. Alright, let's skip past this. Please stop putting your kids in your videos, man. God. Are we all still trying to hope that one of our kids becomes famous one day and then they become Hollywood kid and we don't have to work anymore. Because I don't know. I don't know if that's happening.
Chicken
Let's just stop
nuggies,
putting them on camera.
2 bags of
Alright, so yeah, we
country
have a
fried
lot of
steak,
shenanigans here.
2.
There might be produce and stuff in another grocery haul, but here we can see a lot of shenanigans. Frozen pizza, frozen country fried steak, chicken nugs. I think there were some frozen french fries as well.
Chicken nuggies, 2 bags of country fried steak, 2 Velveeta blocks of cheese. Well,
Okay, that's the generic Velveeta equivalent. Velveeta and this particular type of cheese both do not require refrigeration, as far as I know. So when I see these cheeses sitting on the shelf next to the canned goods, I'm like, nah, I'm good. Let me give you guys a very simple, easy cheese dip recipe. Instead of buying those like super meltable cheeses or whatever, just get some cheddar cheese, some cream cheese, combine them like 50-50 and melt it, and then throw some salsa in there. Boom. That's the best cheese dip that you've ever had in your life. You can also add that combination of things to mac and cheese with or without the salsa, and it's also delicious. I walk past a Papa Murphy's every day on my way to the gym. Haven't eaten there in years. That's my favorite pizza joint, because you can get a super thin crust and put a whole bunch of meat on it or whatever and have your heavy focus on protein type of meal.
the Great Value brand. Marie! I'm going Marie! I'm going Marie! Mr. Khalid!
Alright, stop showing your kids, man.
Baby
Alright, we
Rose
got...
roasted garlic and rose.
Alright, we got pre-made mashed potatoes. A lot of this stuff that like comes pre-made frozen is very, very simple to make at home. I mean, it takes more time, of course, to boil potatoes and then mash them, but who cares? Like, it's really not that difficult to put a pot of water on the stove and turn the heat on and then put potatoes in there after you washed them, and then you mash it up and make this. Like, the end result is so much better, and it's just, it boggles the mind the type of foods that are actually pre-made. Like, the mac and cheese that comes in a cup. Like, how many steps are we trying to take out of the process to just make a stupid meal? Like, I don't know. You boil water and put noodles in. Now we're putting it in a... I don't know. I'm old. I'm coming off as very old and out of touch now. Back in my day, we used to cook the food.
Mary? No, Parmesan. Okay, 2 boxes of Salisbury steaks.
Why are we randomly putting our kids in here?
2 boxes of these boneless
Okay, more
rib patty thingies.
frozen pre-made
That's what the
food.
kids like them. That's a struggle meal, even when you're not struggling no more, even though we kind of are, because groceries are expensive.
Groceries are expensive, and you are struggling, you said. Okay, well, if you buy actual staples, such as meat, potatoes, fruit, and veg, your grocery money will go a lot farther, actually. These frozen pre-made meals, if you actually do the math on the amount of this type of food you're getting and this part of it and this thing, like, it actually is far more expensive. Which makes sense. Of course, it's more expensive to have food that is being pre-prepared for you. Cooking it yourself is always cheaper and healthier.
2 boxes of crispy battered fish fillets, fruit snacks, tortilla chips, 2 things of chili sauce for meatballs, some tartar sauce, 2 things of Great Value Nutella, some...
Dude, Great Value is going after everybody. You know that? Like, Walmart is striking out against all of their enemies with this Great Value brand. Nobody is safe. They got their own version of Velveeta. They got their own version of Nutella. Oh my gosh, they're coming for all of you. Calm down, Walmart. He's already dead. He's already dead.
Hot dogs for the barbecue. I personally like turkey franks, so I got some above. Got some white chocolate mocha coffee creamer. caramel macchiato coffee creamer,
Caramel.
some shredded cheese, and some cheese sticks, 2 packs of frozen burritos, meatballs, 4 meatballs. I got the kids a bunch of different mini sodas, Dr.
Okay. I don't know if there is another grocery haul that has fruit and veg or whatever in it. This all seems like complete meals. Like, this is all frozen pre-made stuff that you wouldn't cook fresh vegetables on the side with, right? Like when you're having your frozen pizzas or these various other frozen meals, you wouldn't be having fresh vegetables on the side with that. That doesn't even really make any sense. So I'm not sure what's going on.
Thunder, root beer, cream soda, orange.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not trying to come off as judgmental or assuming about this person, but like the type of foods that they got, you aren't going to probably make fresh vegetables on the side with any of these. These are like meals that you would just eat. These are just like frozen, pre-made things that you reheat and eat. Yeah, so I don't know.
Dr. Thunder, root beer, cream soda, orange soda, you know, you get it. Tomato soup, 2 things of breakfast sausage, Hawaiian roll.
Oh man, get those Hawaiian rolls away from me. I could eat this whole stupid thing. Just give me a stick of butter, dude. I'll just put it right here and just wrap this whole entire thing around it and just eat it. You know that? This is the thing that I want the most of on Thanksgiving. You know that? I hate to admit it. This is what I want. Get all that other crap away from me. Screw that turkey. Get your stupid green bean casserole out of my goddamn face. Give me these rolls and butter and leave me alone. And then the family's like, what? Aren't you going to come and have Thanksgiving dinner with the rest of us? And I'm like, God damn it, I said leave me with the rolls. Leave the room. Why do we have to leave the room? Why must you be alone with the rolls? Get the fuck out. Sorry. I said leave. They're good. I like them a lot, is what I'm trying to say. And I'm sure you all do too. Who the hell doesn't love a King's Hawaiian roll, dude? Oh my God.
2 packs of soft taco tortillas, Extreme Wellness.
Also, they're really great for leftovers. You have all that turkey left over, and you make little sandwiches out of it. You know what I mean? You guys like to do that with the King's Hawaiian rolls? You take your Thanksgiving leftovers and you make little sandwiches. And they're freaking delicious.
High fiber, keto, whatever, tortillas. Chicken strips, popcorn chicken, 12 things of pork ramen.
Okay, I haven't seen any staples yet. It's all frozen.
2 of these
pre-made
Great Value
food.
Slim Jims. My family likes these more than the Slim Jim.
Instead of like potatoes, we got pre-made, ready-to-go mashed potato, instant mashed potatoes or whatever that you just add water to. Like every single thing, we got that version of it instead of the actual staple. There was veg-all.
Fruity Pebbles and Tutti Frutti.
Dude, these come in giant bags. That bag is bigger than one of your children.
2 packs of
The child-sized bag.
chocolate chip cookies.
I need a bag of cereal that weighs more than a human being. It doesn't matter what stage of development that human being is in. It just needs to weigh more than any kind of human. Like, even if it's a baby that this bag weighs more than, I still think that's crazy. I know it's just a baby. Babies don't weigh that much, but still, that's some kind of human. Therefore, a bag of cereal that weighs that much is crazy. It's crazy.
Cinnamon graham crackers. Big old bag of fish sticks.
More breaded, fried,
Some pink
pre-made frozen food.
slush Alanis. And
Okay, here we go. All right, now we're using plastic silverware. Now you've gone too far, although this could be for that barbecue. She did say that she has an upcoming barbecue, so I will assume that's for that. Although we're not here to judge anybody. I'm not trying to come off like it's okay if you have this, but not that. I'm just a guy making dumb jokes into a dumb microphone. Sorry, microphone, you didn't deserve that.
16 simple. And 22 minutes later, I think that was everything. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys!
Okay, there we go. Let's go back to some of the comments and see where people are saying various things. Let's see. Stuff for the barbecue is said goes into store for veggies every week, and when they run out of such stuff, she gets it when they run out. I'm so confused on why this lady is getting hate. Her kids are fed. Why are we worrying about how other people parent their kids when they are healthy, fed, and with a parent who cares? Let's worry about the real problem out there. Okay, well, I mean, I agree that people shouldn't be super judgmental and be a jerk. But people are going to have their opinions about things when you upload them to the public internet. You know that moment when you clicked upload and it came here to the public internet? That's when you decided that you wanted to show this to people. Therefore, they might have something to say about it. This whole concept of her kids are fed is a very silly concept, because when you feed kids food that is not healthy, it is actually bad for them, and it can have a deleterious effect on their health. I'm not saying this person, I'm just saying that concept in general. Like, it's very silly. Is this a joke? So much sugar and salt, mostly sugar. Hold on, this isn't copyrighted music, is it? Okay, Ginger Kid says, they're well fed, but they aren't fed well and healthily. Very important to note. I agree. And what does that even mean? They're fed. So stuff that can go into your mouth and technically be chewed, and it does make its way down into your stomach. This process has happened, so that's food. I don't know, like, not everything that you drink is water or will hydrate you. You know what I mean? Like, some things that you drink can actually be bad for you and not provide nutrition or hydration. Similarly, food. The dogs have not made a cameo yet. They're both laying there looking all peaceful and stuff. You know, it pisses me off too. Just found this live. Hello from Australia. Hope the shoulder recovery is on track. Thank you very much, Danielle. It's going all right. They did various things to me here. We've got a little bit of bicep tendon repair, as well as various holes that were stabbed into my shoulder to look in there with an arthroscope, which is like a type of camera that they use to do arthroscopic surgery. So they poked around in there, looked at all my tendons and crap, and yeah, that was part of it. Yeah, Piper, I am still on. I figure we'll let this sucker roll for like an hour, maybe an hour and a half or whatever. Hang out with you guys for a minute. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this live stream. Please do Scottish accent. Just a gal in the wild. A gal like me. You wanted to see my face live, so I couldn't edit out whatever look I had on my face. That's what you were trying to do. You took screenshots of that. How dare you? How dare you? All right, so let's see. Let's continue. Let's go continue on with these comments. Do you cook anything from scratch? I know time must be crazy with that many children, but a bag of potatoes goes a long way. Okay, yeah, that's also what I observed. If I had anything to say about this shopping haul, I would say that based on the amount of frozen pre-made food there wasn't really room for a whole lot of homemade actual food or staples or anything. I didn't see any staples bought. If fruit and veg were purchased at another time, I don't know, but like I said, they probably wouldn't go along with those meals that you bought, so. Okay, and there's her responding. I actually cook quite a few things from scratch, thank you. Just because I didn't show it in the haul doesn't mean I don't use it or don't buy it. That might be the case. I'm not going to say it's not. I don't know. I'm just reading the comments and watching this. Let's see. You need to get a Sam's membership. They are the best and get so much more for your money. I would agree. You should get a membership to one of those big box, I mean, not big box, but the stores where you can buy in bulk, like Costco, Sam's Club, whatever. If you have a large family, it's definitely the jam. I love Costco. When I moved away from Costco, when I moved out to Pennsylvania, the quality of my life decreased by 60% just because of the lack of a Costco. You guys should hire me, man. I actually love Costco. Let's see. Ordinary News 1 says, Mr. Cynical Dude, do you have a guilty pleasure? If so, what and how often do you indulge? You the best. No. I feel no kind of guilt. Guilt is not an emotion that I vibe with, as I once learned from somebody in the past. If you know that reference, then you're a real one. Megs says, red potatoes make the best mashed potatoes because you don't even have to peel them. I don't peel them anyway. I just mash them up and leave the skins in there. But I do agree, red potatoes are very delicious. Love them. Alright, let's see. What do we got? Comments. These comments ain't it. I see a mom who's feeding her kids and making sure there's some full tummies in her house. You all just like to judge and find something/anything wrong with others. That's another one of those comments that's like, well, you gave them some kind of food, so that's food. Okay. Well. We have a lot of supportive comments, as well as some that are critical. Great haul. You look tired. You okay? You're doing great. Okay. Don't tell me I look tired. What is that? Some sort of like subtle dig? That's not like the helpful, supportive comment that you thought it was. By the way, you look tired. Thanks, I guess. Do I also look like I've aged? You want to tell me about that? Thanks, man. It's good. Thank you. Okay, there are far more supportive comments than non-supportive comments. And she has 7 kids. Oh my goodness. That's a lot of kids. Amen to the plastic spoons and forks. Good job, Mama. What? That's a strange thing to point out and like give her kudos for. Hell yeah. Screw using actual silverware. Yes. I could tell that this person uses plastic spoons and forks and they feel validated when they saw her use it too. That's what that is. People love to applaud things that they are also doing. You use plastic spoons and forks? Me too. Like I always got to point out the stupid weird shit. So there are far more supportive comments. So that's interesting. Why is everyone so mad? To me, this video is showing the stuff that lasts long, aka snacks, quick meals, etc. Hence why you said monthly. Common sense would indicate that you go weekly for fresh produce and meat. Hey, maybe. I don't know. That was a lot of additional snacks. If you're also eating regular meals that consist of typical staple foods like meat, vegetables, potatoes, whatever, it would be strange, I would think, to have all of these additional frozen pre-made things, because those weren't just snack foods. Those were like meal items that happen to be frozen pre-made. So I don't know. To me, it's not really, that doesn't really add up. Okay. Alright, I'm done reading these comments. Let's see. Alaric the Fourth says, just about all the food she bought was ultra processed. I don't think anyone expects not having any ever, but it's unhealthy to have this much. I would imagine that if you have that amount of that type of food, that it's because you're not getting the other type of stuff, right? Like, there's not room to have a full-on home-cooked meal and a frozen pizza on the side. Like, that was too many things to just be like additional snacks or whatever to me. But I'm not making any formal declarations. That's just, you know, where my head is. Anyway, I believe we're going to go ahead and wrap up this live stream there. Hopefully you all enjoyed it. I'm glad that you all were able to join me on this live stream today. Please be sure to join me for the next one, which will be tomorrow. I'm going to be live streaming What I Eat Wednesday tomorrow as well, because I can't edit. So, I swear to God, you better join me for tomorrow's live stream. Either way, thank you so much for joining me.